archaeological investigations at Qustul in ancient Nubia have revealed a birthplace of pharaonic civilization predating the first Egyptian dynasty. This discovery, made during the 1960s Aswan Dam's rescue effort, includes palaces, the falcon deity Heru, and early hieroglyphs. Significant finds include the crown of the south on pre-Kemet pharaohs. The crown of the south in ancient Egypt refers to the white crown, Hedjet, a tall, bulbous crown symbolizing rule over Upper Egypt, the southern Nile Valley, and its fertile lands, often depicted on pharaohs and gods like Osiris, representing divine authority, protection, and the unification of Egypt when combined with the northern red crown. Symbolism represents Upper Egypt, Tashema, divine authority, fertility, and spiritual power. Appearance: a white, bottle-shaped crown, sometimes resembling an unopened lotus blossom. Interestingly, the supposedly fake story of Grand Canyon Egyptian relics was said to be of a kneeling deity wearing a dual crown, holding lotus blossoms in two bowls. CGE Kentake. Discovery. Historical significance appears from the pre-dynastic period, Narmer palette, and signifies control over the region. Combination. When combined with the red crown, Deshret of Lower Egypt, to form the double crown, it symbolized unified rule. Worn by gods connected to the south, like Nekbet, vulture goddess, and Horus of Nekhen, and Osiris. In essence, the crown of the south, Hedjet, was a powerful emblem of kingship and divine connection to the southern part of ancient Egypt, holding deep religious and political meaning. Evidence of high status for women in Ta-Seti, some of whom were heads of state. These female rulers were known by the title Kentake, often translated as Queen Mother, or in Roman literature, Candace. The civilization of Ta-Seti, which predated dynastic Egypt and was centered in northern Sudan and southern Egypt, allowed women significant political and social power. Unlike in some other ancient cultures, the government structure in later Nubian Kushite periods regularly allowed women to ascend to the highest echelons of power, including ruling as independent monarchs, sometimes even leading military campaigns. Examples of prominent female rulers in the broader Nubian kingdom, which Ta-Seti is considered the earliest phase of, include Kentake Kalhata, c. 639 BCE, who had her own pyramid at Al-Kuru. Other Kentakes, Candaces, mentioned in historical accounts, some of whom were known to command armies and rule in their own right, demonstrating a unique level of female autonomy and power in the ancient world. This stands in contrast to ancient Egypt, Kemet, where female pharaohs were fewer and often ruled during times of crisis as placeholders for male heirs, though a number of women did reach supreme power there as well. In Ta-Seti, Nubia, the institutional role of the Queen Mother, Kentake, was a fundamental and powerful part of the political system. This challenges the common focus on Kemet and scholarly resistance to acknowledging the African origins of Nubian and later Egyptian civilizations and its contributions. So, let's look deeper into Ta-Seti, ancient Egyptian for land of the bow. It was an ancient Nubian kingdom located in present-day Egypt and Sudan, considered one of the earliest organized states in Africa. It flourished in the 4th millennium BCE, potentially predating the first pharaonic dynasty of Egypt. The 4th millennium BC, 4000–3001 BCE, saw the start of the Bronze Age and the invention of writing, initiating recorded history. Key aspects of the Ta-Seti civilization. The name Ta-Seti refers to the inhabitants' renowned expertise as archers and warriors, a skill for which Nubians were celebrated throughout antiquity. The people were part of a broader Sudanic civilization, known to modern scholars as the A-group culture. Situated along the fertile banks of the Nile River, south of the First Cataract, the kingdom controlled vital trade routes for goods like gold, incense, copper, ivory, and exotic animal skins. Its main city was likely Qustul, near the modern Sudanese border, which served as an important hub. Archaeological findings at Qustul, particularly a cemetery with large tombs and royal artifacts like an incense burner, suggest a sophisticated, unified kingdom with its own ruling dynasty that may have existed generations before the rise of dynastic Egypt. These artifacts display symbols of royalty, such as the white crown of Upper Egypt and the falcon deity Horus, which were later adopted by the Egyptians. Ta-Seti had extensive cultural and economic ties with Egypt, but also periods of conflict. Nubian archers often served as elite warriors and mercenaries in the Egyptian army, including the feared Medjay force. While Ta-Seti's power declined by the 32nd century BCE and was eventually conquered by the First Dynasty of Egypt around 3100 BCE, its cultural legacy was significant. Nubian culture and influence persisted, leading to the rise of later kingdoms like the Kingdom of Kerma and the Kingdom of Kush, the latter of which eventually conquered and ruled Egypt as its 25th dynasty, demonstrating a full circle of influence and power in the Nile Valley. The discovery of the Ta-Seti civilization challenged earlier beliefs about the origins of pharaonic civilization, suggesting that the foundations of many Egyptian cultural, religious, and political practices may have originated further south in Nubia. I can elaborate on the specific archaeological evidence, such as the findings at Qustul, or focus on how the culture of Ta-Seti influenced the development of the Egyptian state as an African dynastic legacy, and the original people of all of Egypt and Kemet. Chronologically, almost an astounding 330 years before European migrations. Thanks for watching.